Hey guys, thanks for joining me today as we continue our little series on Simpson doodling. And today we are going to be drawing Bart Simpson. And like I said, I always start with the kind of the circle here. And I'm feeling a little bit creative, so let's make him a little expressive today. So what you should do is start off with kind of a little circle here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just round enough to give it the defined shape. And I really like making the Simpsons kind of expressive, just little lines give him just kind of a different look. If you kind of bend the lines a little bit from the circle, you can tell he is kind of worried, kind of a worried look with just a little line changer instead of giving you a full circle. Do the same thing on the other side, and a lot of the times, the more you draw it, you get kind of familiar with the way the shape should look like. For instance, I'm gonna do the second eye here, and I'm gonna give it the opposite kind of brow frown. Okay, and let's have him look up now. So you gotta look at your vantage point. Let's have him look kind of this way. So I'm gonna draw kind of a line there, a little dot, so I know where I'm at. So I'm gonna go right here towards the bottom, come up. Like I said, I always kind of pre-trace these lines with my finger a little bit. And then if it looks good, then I go ahead and darken it up. So it takes a little bit of a little technique. You'll develop that technique as you keep going. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and finish up the eye. Start right here. Come around. And try to make it somewhat symmetrical, keeping the same kind of aspect ratio there. Okay. Might have made the eye a little bit too big, but that's okay. So he's got that worried look. I'm going to finish that off just like this. So I like having the Simpsons kind of expressive. Okay, so you can see I start with the circle here. I gave it kind of a little line down here to kind of give him that worried look, maybe sad look sometimes. This is the top of his brow. Okay, let's give him some eyes. Let's have him look this way. So eyes are important. You want to make sure you always have kind of the same vantage point where he's looking at. And this takes time, you'll ballpark it just like this. He's looking upwards. Nice round eyes. And I always fill them in. See? So now we're going to do the bottom mouth. So we're going to do the mouth here. I'm going to start maybe right here, so I kind of mash that up. And it really is just kind of about balance. When you're doing this, you want to make sure you have good balance. You want too far, and I'm going to draw his mouth maybe down, and he's going to come around like this. Give it the lip here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and make his mouth here. And if I come around this way, I'm going to pre-trace a couple of things so I can kind of see where I'm going. And so you'll develop a different technique as you draw. And I'm going to make his mouth probably go towards here. I want to make it end like somewhere right there. So I'm going to darken this line, come around. I'm going to start my loop here for the bottom where his teeth will be at. So we'll give him some teeth. Come up a bit. And his teeth, I would say a little over 3/4, maybe 60% of what I have here. So we'll go boom right there. Okay, come back down, make it even, circle. So that will be his tooth there. It's not looking too bad. So let's fill in the teeth. Okay, those are the lines for the teeth. Try to make them as even as you can. See, you can see just simple lines really make things come to life. Now I gotta draw the bottom of his mouth. This is his lip here. And so I am going to make it a little bit short just to keep with his expression. Looks like it's coming downwards like this. And his mouth, since his teeth are so wide, you got to make sure you do this. And just make it see right around his mouth here, giving it room, so he's being very expressive. So you notice when you actually add a big expression here, his neck would normally be in this area. So what you'll do is you're going to just have to create your own neck. Smaller one, just maybe like this. And then you draw his ear. Like it said, backwards C for his ear. So it's coming together. He's looking up, he's scared, worried. Now, his head is probably the hard part to draw now that we've got a certain vantage point that we have to take into consideration. I'm going to go up this way and keep going kind of a straight curving outwards just a little bit. Out and upward, or upward and outward a bit. Okay, just like that. Not too high, probably around this. So I go 1, 2, and 3. 3 would be the third of it, so I would say somewhere around here we should start putting some lines in. Draw his first hair out. Okay, so his other hair would be like this. Okay, just like that. And go ahead and make it a spike right around here. So the way the hair looks, you got to kind of envision something with like a mini crown like this. So I'm going to go another one. You don't have to make them too pointy, but just a little bit taller than the other. Very slightly. Okay. And then one more. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, you're supposed to have 9, but it just depends on your drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right. If you get 9 in, you're doing really good. That means you've really got the count and the spacing down. So, just kind of to recap, we're just about done here. Just give him a little bit of somewhat of a body. Okay. Little arm here. Alright, so that's Bart Simpson. So we started with the eyes, then we went to his nose, to his mouth, down, looped, got into his teeth area, worked the bottom part of his lip, and got a little bit of his body. But his hair, like I said, make sure there's 9 on the top. Space it out just right. You don't want to have it too short. Got his ear, and that pretty much does it. So thanks for following. Please comment, like, subscribe, and we'll keep doing the Simpson Doodle as you follow along and learn how to draw the Simpsons. Thanks for watching.